Hello, my name is Haley Valdez. I am the Campus Recruiting Director here at Beacon Hill, and today I am so excited to talk about our holiday party. We have this annually, and I have a very special guest from our events team that's going to jump on, and together we're going to talk about the history of our holiday party, what's to come this year, and I'm very excited to have Amy join. So let me try to grab her in real quick. All right, view request. Patience. Hello, everyone. All right, let's see. She should be coming on any second. Hi, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so excited to have you on today. Thanks so much for joining.
Of course, I'm happy to be here.
Well, let me give you a quick introduction and a recap. I know some people are just now joining. So hello, everyone. My name is Haley Valdez. I am the Campus Recruiting Director here at Beacon Hill. And one of my favorite parts of working here is doing these IG Lives on various topics. And today we're going to highlight our amazing holiday party that Amy and her incredible team really put on for the entire company. So today, as kind of a recap, we're going to talk about Amy, a little bit more about the history of the holiday party, our after party, the app, and just all the fun things. So to start off, let me introduce our amazing guest. Amy, thank you so much for joining us. Amy is our events manager and manages a team of extraordinary event planners that handle all of the fun events for Beacon Hill, team outings, you name it, across the country. So what they do is incredible, and we are so glad that she came to us back in 2019. And I know you had a very impressive events background before coming here. So bringing that expertise and passion has been so wonderful for Beacon Hill. And I just want to thank you on behalf of all Beacon Hillers for the events you put on, because they are thoughtful, they're memorable, they're very unique. And I know every year I get very excited for my favorite event you put on, which is the holiday party. So thank you so much for joining us. And I'm so excited to have you talk about this year's event and a little recap of what we've done in the past.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. This is so great. That was a lovely introduction. Thank you.
I
Shout
know
out
there's
to
so
our
much to
team.
highlight.
Shout out to my team. They are incredible. They put on about 200 plus events a year. So they're a solid, amazing team. I'm
And would
very
you say the
thankful.
holiday party is probably the biggest one you guys put on?
It is. We start in about August planning for it. It takes us all the way through December. It's our biggest one, size-wise, attendee-wise. Everything about it's our biggest one. So we love it, and it's so exciting every year. It's a highlight for us.
Oh, well, it's a highlight for the employees too. And how exciting. It's just next week. So I know we've all got the countdown going. But today, let's talk a little bit about the holiday party history, some fun facts I know you've prepared, and then the after party. I know we put so much emphasis on the party itself, but there's a whole other day of planning you guys put for all the employees too. So maybe you could recap a little bit about the history of the holiday party and how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, of course. So it all goes back to our CEO, Andy. When he came over, he coined the holiday party. He brought it with him and said, this is what we're going to do, get everyone together. So this was back in 2002. So
Wow.
this will be our 22nd holiday party here at Beacon Hill. And it's so funny because when he came over, he started doing this speech to get everyone going. We had our awards that we were celebrating everybody, really getting everyone together, food, drink, really celebrating the year that they had just accomplished. And then he actually used to do a poem. So we are actually known for Andy's infamous
Yes,
poems.
I was going to say, he still does those to this day.
He does, but then when he actually started, he did a line for each employee in the company. So when it started out, it was, their name, a line about them, it rhymed, all that stuff going through. Obviously now we're at like 1,500 employees, so that would be a very long poem. So he was, I think back in like 2009, they had him like speed it up a little bit. But now it is a wonderful poem that everyone looks forward to every year.
And it's one of my favorite highlights of the gala too, is hearing him get on stage and share the motivational poem that he does every year. So I forgot that he used to include everyone's names. That's such a fun tradition. And then for little facts, maybe for this year, I know you've been planning away. I've seen you guys doing tons of flight bookings, hotels. For those who don't know, Beacon Hill is a national company. So we have offices West Coast, Midwest, all the way to East Coast. So our headquarters is in Boston. So of course we have a lot of local employees that don't require travel, but there's a lot that do. And your team does an amazing job getting everyone to the gala and back home. This year, how many total attendees do you guys have?
So it's great. This year we have 2,075 attendees, so that's about like 1,275 employees to like 800 guests, if that makes sense. We book them all, hotels, flights, everything. So I think we booked over 1,700 flights. And my team does it in-house, which is great. So when we were like, working with our colleagues to book all of these, they're working directly with people that will be at the holiday party that they'll see celebrating as well, which is really nice. So my team gets to reach out and be like, "Oh my God, how are you doing? How was your flight?" All that kind of stuff, which really, it brings it full circle.
For them to like go from ticketing to see them at the holiday party, I'm sure it's, makes their hard work really pay off.
Exactly.
And I know that one thing that I always loved about Beacon Hill is that they allow a +1 to come. And I feel like that's really unique to us. Especially with the added cost of flying everyone out. My now husband, but at the time was my boyfriend, I feel like now he knows just as many people at Beacon Hill as I do, which, is so incredible that we allow a +1 to really participate in the celebrations and everything.
Yeah, we get that every year. It's so funny, someone in St. Louis and someone on the West Coast with someone in, Tampa. They're all like, "Oh my God, I finally get to see you." Like once a year, all the like significant others get to see each other and hang out. They make trips of it. It's been really nice. And you can really see the relationships that have fostered over the years, not just with the employees across the country, but also with their significant others. And like they're with their partners day in and day out, getting through the hard work of the life, the job, and all that stuff. So they can all, cope together, sympathize together, celebrate together, and have fun, and really truly, honor who we're celebrating throughout the year.
Yeah. And I love that you touched on that because I agree. The significant others in our life are there through the celebrations and the tough times. So I think it's really special that Beacon Hill includes them in our end of year celebration together. And I know this year is a little bit of a different setup. So will you do a little recap of kind of what is to come next week? And for people that are joining or might watch this video in the future, what they can expect, potentially if they were to join Beacon Hill and come to a future holiday party?
Yes, of course. So I will say next week is going to be a week of just fun. It's booked out throughout the whole week is something. We try to keep it exciting, make sure everyone has safe travels coming in and has a great time while they're here in Boston. So what it actually starts off with on Thursday, we have these daytime meals for the employees that if they're having one, we can make sure that they're all getting in. Some people do ugly sweaters, some people are doing, fun things. Everyone's festive. So it's a fun time once we fly everybody in on Thursday, their teams get to meet and mingle as like either a region or a team or a division, whatever it is. And have some one-on-one time and really mingle with people that they don't see on their day-to-day life but may like interact with. And then we have our holiday party at the Boston Convention Center, and it starts at 6 p.m. with dinner and appetizers and stations and these really cool awards exhibits for all the honorees that we're honoring this year, all the award winners we're honoring this year. And it's just like 2 hours of fun, mingling, great time, the party that you want. And I will say, people dress to impress. That's my favorite part of the year is seeing how everyone walks in. They walk that red carpet, they take those photos, and really just get to have a good time. Then we move into a theater-styled award ceremony, which is new this year. We used to do a plated dinner. We've now switched it over. We want to have a more intimate feeling versus as we're expanding, we're taking up football field lengths of tables. So now we're actually doing a theater style where we can award all of our like Rookie Club, Hall of Fame, top offices, top producers, everyone for that year that we're awarding. Is really nice. They get to walk across the stage, they claim their prize. In the middle of those, we have a couple fun raffles that we raffle off company-wide. That is super exciting. And then after the award ceremony, everyone makes their way back into the party space for dancing, late night bites, some amazing desserts, and the rest of the night till 1 a.m.
Wow. That sounds so exciting. I mean, every year it's amazing. And I love the idea of the theater this year. So I can't wait to do that for the first time.
Yes, I'm excited. And then we start the next day. We go straight into after parties. So we do our day after parties on Friday, where we then rent out 5 bars, restaurants and bars, and it's just Beacon Hill takes over. So we just come in. We have all these restaurants. It's kind of great because when you're walking in between the restaurants, you're just seeing other Beacon Hillers, and they're like, sweaters or Beacon Hill gear. Yeah, and where are you going? Oh my God, I saw you last night. How was it? So it's really fun just to take over a whole area of the city as one company, which is awesome.
It is. It is so fun. I look forward to that every year. It's like it's a tie between the gala itself and the after party. So again, just kudos to your team. It is a massive amount of planning behind the scenes. And remind me, this year, is there something with our DEIB and our ERNs at the holiday gala too, like an area dedicated to them?
Yes. So there actually is. So within every space, if there's like a center point within the facility, that all the DIB and ERNs can actually meet up and intermingle with each other, with other people. It's not exclusive, so it's very much like welcome, free flowing as you would like, but you can find other people part of ERNs there as well. So that's like our launch group, our Rays, Mosaic, Standout, Fierce, all of those will be there. And they can kind of intermingle and hang out and get to talking with each other.
I love that. I'm in a couple myself, so I'm super excited to go network with the other ERNs. So that's amazing. And I know you touched on how there's the award ceremony right at the theater, and we have these incredible awards that people can qualify for every year. So for those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, we have Rookie Club, President's Club, Top of the Hill, and Hall of Fame. This year, do you happen to know, numbers-wise, how many Rookie Club, Top of the Hill, PC, and Hall of Famers we're going to celebrate?
Yes, we have 10 rookie club qualifiers.
Mm-hmm.
We have about 314
Wow.
top of the hillers. Yeah, 190-ish. Yeah, President's Club qualifiers. They're actively qualifying. That's
I'm
only
going to say it
like an
probably changes every day.
Exactly. It's not a hard cutoff. If you think you're 91, 91, don't worry, it's still happening. And then we have 16 Hall of Famers this year, which is phenomenal.
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I always love those videos. So I'm so excited. And then I know at the gala, we always have one of my favorite things is the raffles. I did win an iPhone one year back in like 2021. So I'm still hopeful. Maybe I'll have another shot. I know you probably don't want to share too much, but maybe you could do a little like overview of the raffles for this year.
Of course, yeah. So as always, we try to have some, new tech items, some fun things that everyone can have. We will have iPhones this year, so we'll have the iPhone 16 that will be raffled. You'll see that every once in a while. We have such things as like the MacBook, Apple Watches. My favorite personally is always our 30-minute shopping spree.
Yes.
So it is my favorite one. I know. So what we do is we actually raffle off a 30-minute shopping spree at the Prudential Center for Friday morning. So following the holiday party night, the next morning we get a limo. You come from our headquarter office and you go straight to the Prudential Center where you have a clocked 30-minute shopping spree for you and your guest or someone. And we say try and buy as much as you can in the next 30 minutes. There are limits to it, so you can only spend $250 at each store. You can't go in and buy a Tesla and hope for the best. But yes, it's actually a lot of fun. Honestly, the Prudential Center loves it too. We tell them every year, and they're like, we love this. Our stores love this. So we come in. The one year I did it, my first year I did it, I was a little nervous that you're going to be running through a shopping center and people were going to be alarmed. But we go in and I started explaining, like, hi, it's a time thing, it's a work event. They're doing a shopping spree. And
Everything's okay.
Lululemon was like, let's go. And they were like, all right, they're like tossing things across the store to help the winner. And so it's just a fun like atmosphere for everybody. You definitely sweat. You're sprinting through the mall, but it's a lot of fun. It's my favorite one to raffle off. So we'll see who wins this year.
I know. I might need to pack some running shoes just in case I win that. I see someone in the chat, I think it might be Rachel Hornbuckle, won the shopping spree and said it was the highlight of her career. So
Yes.
I feel like that's like most people's like go-to, you know, is the excitement of the shopping spree. Do you know roughly how much money you guys allocated to raffles this year?
Yeah, we're just over $50,000 for just raffles alone this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I cannot wait to see what comes up. And then I know there's always a surprise, but can you highlight a couple of the big ones in the past? I think, was it T Swift was involved in the years?
Well, I will say, I can't say this year surprise.
That's okay. I'm waiting for the surprise.
But I will say it was really hard to top. 2 years ago, we had Taylor Swift Eras Tour tickets, which were amazing for two people. And then last year, we actually raffled off a Super Bowl experience. So not only was it, tickets to the Super Bowl for an employee and a guest, but it was also the hotel, airfare, some VIP experiences. They got to see oh my God, it was the Lombardi Trophy. It was an amazing experience, once in a lifetime experience for sure. So hard to top both of those, but I think everyone's going to like what we have in store.
I can't even wait to see what you guys came up with. So thank you in advance for the idea you guys put together. And then for the after party, I need a little recap. I think there's 5 places. Do you know the names of them where people can expect to go walk around on Friday?
Yes, of course. So the 21st Amendment is actually, it's kind of like the local hangout, I would say, for our headquarter office. It's right below where the office is, so a lot of people have ventured there. It is a smaller location. We also then have Carrie Nation, which is on the same block. That is bigger, and there'll be a DJ there, kind of like hanging out. Across the street is Roxanne's, which is they're part of the same parent company, and they'll actually be serving breakfast food and have a relaxing atmosphere.
Ooh.
It's a lot easier to like talk. It's beautiful, really good cocktails and mocktails. And then we down the street we have the Scholars, which is a 2 floor with DJs as well. There's a lot of dancing, a lot of fun, a lot of great food. And then the last place that we actually added last year was the Dubliner, which is around the corner, and it has a great espresso martinis, but
Ooh.
also amazing Irish dishes, and it's decorated so festive for the holidays. I think it might be my favorite spot.
Okay, that'll be the one I start at this year. I don't think I made it to that one last year. So, oh, that's so amazing. Well, Amy, everything your team has put together, thank you. I cannot wait for next week. And for those that are on the call, I will see you next week with Amy. And for any future Beacon Hiller, this is something you can look forward to. We have hosted this every year. Even during COVID, you guys were amazing and got creative with doing this virtually. So I can't wait for the years to come, and most importantly, next Thursday.
Yay, we'll see you there.
Thanks so much, Amy. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.